The other day I got a spoke shave as part of a deal, and I wanted to have a spoke shave for a while now. It comes in handy in certain projects. This one is an older one. I can tell, or rather guess, by the blade that was in it. You can see Stanley rule, right? There you go. Focus is better now. And so that's an older logo from Stanley. The blade is nice. I believe it's some type of laminated blade, just based on the pattern on the steel. Now, the challenge with the spoke shave was that the cap for the blade was missing a nut, right? And that's the one that basically, just imagine, there's a blade, and the cap is on top of it, and that's what applies the pressure to the blade and fixes it in place, right? Once the cap is on top of it. Now, the thread on those old Stanleys is pretty odd. I believe it's definitely a 40 TPI, as in 40 threads per inch. And I believe the diameter is somewhat close to 9/64. Now, by trial and error, I was able to find a knot that's pretty close to what's needed, and that's actually from an old Singer machine. And Singer is also known for using threads that are uncommon these days. Now, this one is, pretty common knot on Singer machines. But unfortunately the fit wasn't perfect. The thread per inch was correct, but the diameter was a little too small. So as I would apply the pressure to fix the blade in place under the cap, the knot would strip out. It just wouldn't hold inside of the threads. Now, so finding something like 9/64 in 40 threads per inch is pretty impossible these days. It's a very uncommon thread. So what I decided to do was to basically just drill out the hole, drill out the old threads by using a 5/32 drill bit, using my old trusty Yankee drill press here. And then I'm just going to retap it for 10-30 wing nut. And let's see. And this one is like, I don't know, a couple bucks at your local hardware store. And here's the wing nut, right? So let's see how it goes. And it absolutely worked. I was a little bit concerned about the threads per inch count at first, changing 40 to 32, but clearly didn't affect things. You can see the shavings from, I think this is pine, and it's not tuned. I just basically put a blade in there, and the shavings are pretty thick, but by tweaking it, I can, adjusting the blade in there, I can make it much thinner and more precise. But this is it. I mean, it's a quick and easy fix for an old spoke shave.